There you are.
I know, impressive, actually. This fallen tree that's kind of didn't give up.
Yeah. Like people.
Yeah, people tend to give up. The tree doesn't, not so much. Anyways, talking about bugging in and benefits to the idea of bugging in. And let me just squash the argument before it even gets going. There's no right or wrong answer. Bugging out versus bugging in. I know a lot of people get real upset about it. Oh, you're a fool if you bug in. Oh, you're a fool if you bug out. Okay, fine. There's benefits and drawbacks to both. It all depends on the situation, and you're going to have to determine that when something happens, what would be the best option for you. However, in this instance, we're talking about the benefits to actually bugging in, staying put during an emergency. And the first thing is that you've basically got a ready-made shelter. You don't have to worry about setting anything up. You don't have to worry about finding anything. You don't have to worry about getting somewhere and something's wrong. It's been raided. It's been burned down. Someone else is in there. You can go home and you've already got your home. It's already there. It's already hopefully in good condition. It's not already got a leaky roof or a sinking foundation or whatever else could go wrong. So you've already got a ready-made home, a ready-made shelter that you can just go right to, and it's all set up. And hopefully not too many worries. Like I said, hopefully your home is in a good condition, and if it's not, now's the time to get working on it or do the best that you can. Number 2, safety and security. Most people probably don't feel any safer anywhere else than when they're at home. So you have that familiarity, that safety of your own house, the security of your own house. You know how your home is set up. You know where everything is. Hopefully you can find it easily and not too many things are misplaced or missing or buried somewhere. You've got everything organized. You're not a hoarder type prepper that, there's nothing wrong with having a lot of stuff, but everything in its place and a place for everything kind of a mentality so that you can find it, get access to it. Home is where most people are the most comfortable and the safest. And if it's especially a long-term grid down situation, you're going to want that comfort. You're going to want to feel safe. You're going to want to feel secure. And that kind of ties into number 3, which is that you know your environment. Not only do you know the home that you're living in and where everything is and how it's laid out, but you know your yard or your immediate neighborhood. Maybe you live in an apartment, that's possible. That you know the area, you know your block, you know your neighborhood, or you should, and we've talked about that before. A lot of times people, they don't even know what's on the next street. But if you are home, you already kind of know where everything is, how to get to things, where the shortcuts are. If I cut through the woods this way, where am I going to come out? Those are all important things to consider. You kind of already know the area. You know who's around. You know if somebody is out of place, somebody's there that shouldn't be there, you'll recognize that. Hey, that's not one of the neighbors. Even if you don't like your neighbors or you don't deal with your neighbors, you at least know who they are. So having that familiarity with the environment is also a plus. I don't know if you had any points on those yet.
No, you covered them. Like I said, if your house is not in order, meaning it's not up to snuff, you got some broken windows, some sticky doors, and this needs to be fixed, that needs to be fixed. Now is the time while everything is in good working order. If your plan is to bug in, you want to make sure that your house is tight and secure. You have secure windows and locks, and your doors are secure. You have you know, your roof is not leaking, it's not, your pipes aren't leaking. Things like that. Now it's the time to get all of that figured out. And we've put up plenty of videos talking about knowing your area, your neighborhood, how to walk through the woods.
Yeah.
You know where the closest grocery store, pharmacy, you should know where all of that stuff is. So if you don't know it by now, you know, now is the time to get it figured out. If you haven't walked through the woods, if you have woods, you might not have woods.
You might not have woods.
But walk to...
Might be an urban jungle.
Yeah. If it's feasible, walk to the closest store.
Yeah.
Take a couple of different routes to the closest store. You know, that kind of stuff. Just get familiar with your house, with your neighborhood, with the safety and security of your house.
Number 4, all your stuff is there. If you've been stockpiling all of your supplies, you've got a pantry full of food, you've got emergency medical kits, first aid kits, you've got a stockpile of ammunition, whatever. If you have to bug out, you're going to have to leave a lot of that.
Or take it. Because some people, their plan is to take it.
Yeah, but there's only so much you can take even if you have a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
You could end up leaving a lot behind, and you know that's another topic of discussion, talking about some of the drawbacks where bugging out is concerned. You may not be able to use a vehicle. You may have to only work with what you can carry. There's a lot to consider, but if you stay put, all your supplies are there. Everything you need is right there. Everything that you would have to go and scavenge for, you've already got it. And again, carrying it around is a major disadvantage. So everything you've got is right there. And then number 5, everybody knows where you are. Everybody who's important to you can find you. You know, hopefully somebody who is a threat to you can't find you, but you're going to run into threatening people anywhere you go. So if you're home, if you've got relatives, loved ones, friends, other group members, maybe if you're in a group, and they know you're going to stay put in an emergency, they can find you. It's you can be like a go-to location, perhaps even.
If you want to be.
People. Yeah, if you want to be. If you have people that are like, that you trust or that you want with you, it's easier for them to track you down. And then, as already alluded to, I'll throw you one more. You knew I had one more for you, didn't you? Call it number 6 if you will, is that you don't have to lug anything around. Again, you can't take it all with you. Just emphasizing on that a little bit there. You can't take everything with you. Some people, they can't get around. You might not be able to manage bugging out for real. It's not as simple as it sounds. Oh, I'll just pick up and go. Where? Not everybody has anywhere to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And being on the run like that, traveling, especially if you can't use your vehicle, and that's a strong possibility. If for whatever reason the vehicles are not operating, you know, maybe an EMP, you can't get access to fuel, it's going to run out fast. You know, most gas stations are replenished daily. Where are you going to get gas from if infrastructure is collapsed? You can't. Roads are probably going to be blocked either with abandoned vehicles or by checkpoints. It's very likely to assume you could end up on foot. Most people, I don't think, realize how difficult that really is. There is a great benefit to not having to travel that way. Plus, it can be more dangerous than staying put and warding off attackers, because then anywhere you go, you're the stranger. You're the one that nobody knows who the hell you are. What's that guy doing? That just came out of the woods? Who the hell is that? Maybe we should just pick him off now and not have to worry about it later. And again, like I said, there are some people that maybe they're infirm for some reason. They can't go. Maybe you've got a pregnant wife. She shouldn't be traveling. There's a lot to consider there. So there's a lot of benefit to just staying put and waiting it out. also, you don't have to travel back when things blow over. You're already there.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, you're there.
Yeah.
Any more thoughts on that?
Well, you also see on movies a lot when, you know, the world is ending, people always like, oh, let's go here. And it's like, but you've never been there before. What are you going to do
When you get
when
there.
you get there?
Yeah.
Oh, let's head to the mountains. Let's head here. I heard that they have food there. And you have to walk. So you're 3 months away. Yeah, you heard that they have food there today in April, but when you get there in August,
Yeah.
will it still be there?
There's nothing left, or there's an armed camp.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, again, we're not advocating bugging in, we're not advocating bugging out.
Yeah.
We're just giving you pros and cons, and we'll do it for bugging out too.
out.
What are the pros to it? So, but we just like everybody to think of all of the different avenues, put consideration in it. Do your planning now. Don't wait till everything falls apart and then like,
Yeah.
oh, we got to do something, but you never planned for anything. So,
Yeah, plan ahead. That's why we have these discussions.
yeah.
Thoughts? Any other points or suggestions? Feel free to post your thoughts in the comments section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up. Rumor has it, it helps with the algorithm, the sharing algorithm. I don't believe that at all, but I appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of the other videos if you would like. If you are new to the channel and you're wondering what the hell is the deal with the random pictures of cats, they are strays actually that my wife and I take care of, and images of them in the video actually help with the loading algorithm, believe it or not. If you'd like to help the channel out, or the cats for that matter, there are links for that down below. Every little bit helps and we sure do appreciate it. And if that's it, then what more can we say but stay frosty, folks, and thanks for watching.